Ladies and gentlemen, welcome back to the other side of the corner. Welcome to your latest Chelsea news, Chelsea transfer news, Chelsea everything. 9 attacking options. Apparently, that's what we are seeking. Apparently, that's what Enzo Maresca wants. He wants a squad of 22 to 23 with 9 attacking options. Now, some of you guys might think about that. Some of you guys might hear that and listen to that and say, nah, it's a bit too much, Miz, man. Next season, we don't want too many changes. It might cause a bit of disruption. But no, when you actually logically think about it, Jadon Sancho's already gone. He's been sent back. Mudryk is going to have to part ways because he's facing a hefty ban. Nkunku is not in favor. João Felix is not in favor. There's massive question marks in regards to Madueke. There's a whole heap of rumors now really escalating quickly. And Nicholas Jackson, his position might be up for grabs. And that's already 6 off the top of my head. There's Renato Veiga. I've even forgotten about João Felix as well. In terms of defense, Renato Veiga, many other defenders that we're going to get rid of. We also got rid of Kepa Arrizabalaga, ladies and gentlemen. That news is confirmed. We'll get to that down the track. I'll definitely won't forget that he's posted a goodbye message for Chelsea fans. So, look, there's got to be a wholesale of changes, right? Already we're short in the wing areas. Okay, we've got in Gittens and we've got in João Pedro and we've got in Liam Delap. But we can all agree, hand on our heart, and say that we need another striker on top of Delap, right? Delap is a developing striker. He's a very good striker, no doubts about that, but he's not the finished product. So we need someone on top of that. We need more options in the wings. And if we play with a different system, we may even need some number 10s, some half-space players. Yes, we've got Esteban Willian coming, but we've got lots of competition to look forward to next season. We've got Champions League where we want to do well, lots of games there. We've got the Premier League where we obviously want to do well. We don't want to be just another top 4 merchant. We want to go out there and compete for the Premier League title. And there's the domestic cups as well. So I fully get it. And the players that we're kind of aiming for now, it makes me feel like these are all like Maresca's involved here. This isn't like the last summer where, it was just a little bit of a scattergun approach where we were just willy-nilly getting players for fun. And I don't really think we were actually consulting these things with Maresca. It was Maresca's first season as well. He just arrived. I don't know how much he got involved. I think it was purely probably directors just making an assumption and going ahead with it. And then look how that assumption turned out. Most of the players that we bought last summer are on the way out, bar maybe 1 or 2. Pedro Neto being one of them. So this season, I feel like Enzo Maresca being in the football club for a whole season and being part and in and around all the players, he now knows exactly what he wants to get. And I'm pretty sure he's in heavy discussions with the directors, the owners, as to what is required for the team moving forward. And the team is developing. It is getting better. I feel like Club World Cup, ladies and gentlemen, it's within our sights now. No disrespect to any other teams. And I know our side of the field has opened up brilliantly with Manchester City knocked out, with Inter Milan knocked out. It's opened up nicely our side of the our side of the draw. But I don't disrespect Fluminense, Palmeiras, or Al Hilal. They're all very, very good teams. But it has opened up nicely for us. It has given us an opportunity to go all the way into the final. And in a one-off game, you never know. So we need to keep continuing this way. We need to keep, building that mentality of consistently winning. And in order to do that, we have to bring in some quality players. Let's go through the news. There's a whole heap of news in regards to Madueke. There's a whole heap of news in regards to, Malick Fofana, in regards to Mohamed Kudus, who we're all linked with. So let's go through all of that. Smash up the like button, guys. If you're here for the first time, subscribe, hit the bell notification to stay in touch with all my content. The news is going to get tasty. And there's a whole heap of other news about players possibly going on loan as well. So let's kick things off from here, ladies and gentlemen. Breaking: Chelsea want to start next season with as many as 9 attacking options and haven't ruled out adding another if Madueke is sold. Look, on Madueke's news, if you had missed out on earlier video, do check that out where I elaborated a lot about Madueke. We've seen enough of Madueke now. We've seen enough. I think it's time to part ways. This is probably the peak price we're going to get. Right now is the peak price because his market's good. There's a lot of suitors out there. There could be Arsenal, there could be Newcastle, there could be other Premier League teams or even non-Premier League teams. So this right now for Madueke's, a chance to part ways with us is best for the player, best for us. Player's going to get a good move in a top club, and we're potentially going to get good money. If we wait one more season, I feel like it might go downhill. So 9 attacking options, I love it. Why not? Yes, we should have 9 attacking options. We should have as many options available to have answers for all the teams next season. We want to be able to go to matches next season with so many matches to play across so many different competitions with solid teams every time. We hopefully don't need to be in a position where, oh my God, this guy's not starting, we're in trouble. No, everyone needs to have good competition and everyone needs to be at a high quality so that we can compete. So I'm liking it. 9 attacking options, I'm absolutely liking it. Let me know your thoughts, ladies and gentlemen, in the comment section. Is that too much? Is that good enough? Or, let me know your thoughts all together in regards to that. Arsenal are discussing Noni Madueke internally in separate deal from Eberechi Eze, as reported here last week. No proposal has been sent yet to Chelsea or Noni, as Arsenal keep assessing multiple options. Madueke's news is now really starting to amplify a lot. We've heard earlier today Florian Plettenberg, which was the video that I dropped earlier today. Do check that out. And off the back of that, Fabrizio Romano is now consistently reminding us that Arsenal do have Noni Madueke in their shortlist. Arsenal, thank you so much. Thank you so much for Kepa. Thank you, hopefully, for Madueke. Arsenal fan base, I'm not happy, actually. They're not. See, this is the situation when a fan base that is looking to purchase our player and they're not happy, that gives you an indication where things are at with this player. So I think it's time to part ways. Tottenham are pushing for Kudus. Chelsea are still there. And in this sense, let's see what they decide to do in terms of if they want to stay in the race or not. There's one other club also monitoring. Arsenal keep discussing Madueke internally. No approaches yet. Once again, by Fabrizio Romano mentioning about Madueke, Arsenal mentioning internally, but also mentioning about Mohamed Kudus being heavily linked with Tottenham. Apparently, his agents are talking directly to Tottenham right now in terms of personal terms agreement. Look, if Chelsea want to interject, we've seen what happened with João Pedro. João Pedro was getting heavily linked with Newcastle, and boom, all of a sudden, he's a Chelsea player. So if we want to interject, we'll interject, and I've got no doubts that the player would want to join us. Right now, he's obviously entertaining Spurs. Spurs are not a serious club. I know Thomas Frank is there, and they think they're going to do some madness. They're doing nothing. The biggest mistake was sacking Ange Postecoglou, who won them the Europa League. Shame on them for sacking a manager that's won you a trophy in 17 years or something. So, and a significant trophy. And you think Thomas Frank, no disrespect, he's done a great job at Brentford, but I'm penciling down Thomas Frank being one of the managers that's potentially going to get the sack this season. I'm telling you right now. It's a different flavor. When you go to a bigger club, and Tottenham is a bigger club than Brentford, expectations are different. It's not like Brentford anymore, where you can just get away with some draws, some losses, pick up some wins, and finish 10th. So, look, Mohamed Kudus, if you really want to compete at the highest level and you want to be part of a team that's going to be somewhat serious, yes. Right now, I know it's been a while since we became a serious club, but I feel like slowly but surely we are turning into a serious club. And yeah, look, no problems. Kudus, do all your sweet talking with Spurs. Spurs, do all the homework. Right at the end, we'll be one of those students that, yep, you've done all the hard work and I've rocked up to the exam, stolen all your papers and got the marks that I truly deserve, which is 95% plus. Right? So that's what Chelsea's all about. So let's see. Hopefully we can do that with Kudus. And that will mean the exits of Madueke and also probably Nicholas Jackson as well is another name that I feel like is in big trouble as well. Both of these players, Madueke and Nicholas Jackson, ladies and gentlemen, it's probably the right time to part ways with them because we're going to get the best price right now moving forward. If they don't get enough time, their price could sink. Another player that we're linked with, who I don't mind either. I've not watched enough of it, but I'm going by with what the fan base is saying on this one, and they really like Malick Fofana. So if it's not, I would look. My preference is Mohamed Kudus, undoubtedly. But if it's not Kudus, no problems. A lot of the fan base is saying Malick Fofana is a very good player. Chelsea are still looking at some attacking options. Malick Fofana is one. Also in December and January, remember Chelsea and United spoke about Garnacho and Kunku. This one, yeah, I hope we don't do this one. This is the one that scares me a lot, and I feel like we could still trigger this. There are options for Chelsea, but also sales are going to be very important. Look, going to be important. Sales are going to be 100% important. 100%. Undoubtedly. We need to get rid of so many players. Already we've got another player that we got rid of a while ago, or well, last summer, Lukaku. He's come out in the public again talking nonsense, saying, I never wanted to leave Chelsea. Get rid of all of these players that are not part of Chelsea football. We don't want them to stay and talk ill about Chelsea. Let's part ways. You find greener pastures elsewhere, and we move on. We collect the money and we bring in players that are actually going to do a job for us. So sales are very, very important. Chelsea are exploring centre-backs market, which also I understand, because we lack a little bit of depth there. Left back as well, we lack a bit of depth. If we're thinking about getting rid of Desarci, Buddy Shield, and maybe even Chalobah, who I don't want to, I'd rather keep, that only leaves us really with Levi Colwill. Anselmino is going to go on loan. Mamadou Sarr, I think, will go on loan as well. So that leaves us Levi Colwill, Tosin, and Chalobah if he goes or not. So we're really short in that space. We need bolstering. We definitely need a centre-back. Antonio Silva's name is being thrown around. I'd be ecstatic if we get him. I know I've only seen one match, but one match was more than enough for me to see the kind of talent Antonio Silva is. And I have no qualms if we end up getting him. But definitely we're looking at a defender for sure. Dortmund in talks with Chelsea over another loan for Kani Chukwuemeka, another player that's in our payroll, was part of our team, and we need to probably make a permanent move for this guy. Kani Chukwuemeka, again, maybe another loan to Dortmund, and then eventually we sell him there. His career at Chelsea is definitely over, which is sad. I really do rate this player. I hope he blows up at Dortmund and finds his happiness there. But looks like another loan is impending over there. Last but not least, ladies and gentlemen, Sunderland, Stoke, Rangers, and Middlesbrough are pushing for Ishe Samuel Smith on loan, which means we need definitely a left-back option to Cucurella, because Ishe Samuel Smith is a left-sided player where Cucurella plays. If he's going on a loan, which I've got no issues about, I'd rather him play, full-time, football and grow and develop, quicker, as opposed to being at Chelsea, not getting any game time and really stagnating his growth. Rather him actually develop in a nice manner, which means we definitely need a left-sided player. So there you go, ladies and gentlemen. We'll look out for that. Lots to happen. Busy in this transfer window. I think most transfer windows are going to be like this. We're in the business of selling and buying and making some money out of it. This is part of our revenue stream as well, knowing that we don't make enough revenue elsewhere, especially through stadium sales, ticket sales, as our stadium's quite small. Ladies and gentlemen, smash up the like button if you're here for the first time. Subscribe, hit the bell notification to stay in touch with all my content. Till next time, take care. See ya.